Welcome, I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and this is my final review for 2016. What a year this has been. A lot happened, and not a lot of it good. But you know what was good? When I reviewed Kakuranger, which had the Rangers fighting Yokai, and then Death Kappa, which was also about a Yokai. So therefore, I felt it was a fitting end to end the year with a Yokai movie. As such, my review is Yokai Monsters along with Ghosts. Aside from Gamera and Daimajin, Daiei had another movie installment on their hands with a series known as Yokai Monsters. Along with Ghosts is the third segment to that series. Wait, what?
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
Fortunately, the movies are not connected in any way, so watching the third movie first does not matter. Thank Godzilla for that. Anyway, Along with Ghosts was directed by Yoshiyuki Kuroda and Daimajin and Zatoichi director Himeyoshi Yasuda. So let's take a look at the final movie for 2016. Our movie begins with a bunch of bandits and their master Kanzo getting ready to ambush an official named Nihei. They then come across an old man named Jinbei.
This place is cursed.
Kanzo slashes Jinbei for interfering with him before killing Nihei and his men. They take a document Nihei had on him that recites Kanzo's crimes, but one of his men loses it. They come across a little girl named Mio with the document and chase after her. She drops it as she runs back to her home, only to find her dying grandpa there. The two bandits that were sent after her, Manta and Gorakichi, find the house and chase after her. In the meantime, Kanzo sends another one of his servants, Saikichi, out to hunt down Nihei's absentee samurai protector, Hyakutaro. That night, we meet Hyakutaro, played by Gamera alumni Kojiro Hongo, who finds himself haunted. Or maybe not. That was just a forewarning. There are yokai in this movie, right? The next day, Hyakutaro rescues Mia from Manta and Gorokichi and promises to take her to Yui. Saikichi joins them on the way there, only to reveal his true intentions. He runs away in failure and the duo continue their journey. Unfortunately, plans go awry as Saikichi kidnaps Mio while Hyakutaro is away and a chase ensues. He runs into Kanzo's samurai Gankuro, Okay, look movie. As entertaining as you are right now, you are called Yokai Monsters. You know what I am not seeing right now in this first 30 minutes? Yokai! Are you actually going to show up, or is it just yokai in name only? Mio escapes from Saikichi until she trips, showing that no matter the age, the female gender is always destined to fall down in a chase scene. Lightning flashes and then we see Saikichi carrying Mio through an unending forest. She begins to feel heavier as the seconds go by until it is revealed that the one Saikichi is carrying is actually a yokai. They do exist. They haunt him for a few minutes before giving him a warning.
様を発汗八熱の地獄に叩き落としてくれるぞ。
Mio wakes up and makes her way to a village where a boy joins her on her journey. Sadly, more trouble occurs as they run into Manta and Goro Kichi.
兄貴、
Scooby-Doo-like antics ensue.
どれだと思う？待て、ちょっと来い。出ろ。
There was actually a dog under that one. Back to the movie. The two children make their way into a haunted forest cemetery. Goro, Kichi, and Manta continue their pursuit until they are tormented by the ghostly inhabitants.
手ガキだ。あげろ。もっぺらぼだ。
This continues for several minutes until they reluctantly spare the criminal duo.
生きて返せぬお前たちじゃが、一度だけは見逃してや。
Mio and the boy finally enter Yui just so Saikichi can snatch the young girl away.
どうでも助けたかったら百太郎ってやつを探していい。百太郎？おっつけこの宿へ来る俺と同僚のやつだ。娘を取り戻したかったら日車の親分のところへ来いってな。
At the same time, Hyakutaro talks to the shop owner about Tohachi, learning the truth about him.
腕はいいんだが博打が飯より好きでね。風の便りに聞いたんだが、なんでもヤクザになり下がって。
He became a criminal, you say? Let me guess. It's gonna turn out that Tohachi is one of Kanzo's followers. The frantic boy rushes in to report the situation.
おじさん、トハチっていう人いるかい？ひょっとしたらおじさんが百太郎さんじゃ。
そうだよ。
おみおちゃんを助けてくれよ。頑張れ。連れてくれちまったんだ。
肝臓のとこだな。
Together, he and Hyakutaro head for Kanzo's home, who is gloating about using the girl as bait to kill Hyakutaro.
この子さえ捕まえときゃこっちのもんだ。奴は必ず取り戻しに来る。そこでこの子を稼に奴の手足を封じといて料理すりゃ。
なるほど。
Saikichi interrogates Mio only to learn a startling revelation about her.
おめえこの財を誰からもらったんだ。
おじいちゃん。
大事にしまってくんだよ。落とすんじゃねえよ。おめえを逃がして。
I wonder what it could be. Odds are it's gonna turn out that he's her father.
I am your father.
本当におじちゃん。あたいのお父っちゃんなの？
Hey, look, even I knew that.
You're a big dork.
Am not. Okay, maybe I am. But so what? It's okay to be a dork, because being a dork is awesome. So they decide to gamble with their lives at stake.
さあどっちだ。長か半か。
じゃあ、
長だ。おめお。親父を助けたかったらもう一度だ。
じゃあ、
勝負というものは3度でつける。
じゃあ。
Kanzo berates Saikichi for making deceitful dice, but he reveals the truth about them.
そのサイコロは死んだ俺の女房の骨で作った形見なんだ。
Suddenly, a horde of yokai encircle the home. Hyakutaro arrives at Kanzo's home, only to be attacked by a gang of his thugs. Gankuro and Hyakutaro have a samurai showdown. Well, that was quick. Are you sure his name doesn't translate into the quickening? The rest of Kanzo's men run away scared as Hyakutaro searches Kanzo's empty home until he finds Mio and Saikichi.
お父っちゃん勘弁して。
お父っちゃん。おめえが東八だったのかい。
The helper boy reappears to tell Hyakutaro about Kanzo's whereabouts, and we cut to the bamboo forest where Kanzo and his men are killing each other in fear. Kanzo, being the lone survivor, is then tormented by the yokai until Hyakutaro shows up.
これを取るために親分がやりやがったんだな。
Mio forgives her dad for his crimes.
死んでも拭いきれねえ罪を犯した俺だ。俺を切って。
佐吉、おみおちゃんが心配してるぜ。一人ぼっちにはできねえよな。
お父っちゃん。
おみお。
I want to say they live happily ever after, but who cares about closure when we need to see the yokai celebrate? They probably needed something to raise their spirits. You know, for a movie that was titled Yokai Monsters, there really wasn't a lot of actual yokai in it. That doesn't make it bad, as it was a pretty enjoyable film. Its plot is quite simple, and yet it has a fun atmosphere about it that makes you want to see this little girl succeed in her quest. She didn't ask for any of this, but it is her determination to follow her grandfather's orders that make her intriguing. She isn't gullible or dumb either, which is uncommon for a movie of this nature. It's kind of refreshing for a change. Unfortunately, Masami Urakido's acting is nothing to write home about, but she isn't as bad as the children from the Gamera franchise. Hyakutaro is a pretty good character too, but we really don't see him grow at all. For learning that his master was killed when he wasn't there, he doesn't really seem all that bothered by it. In fact, he pretty much just shrugs it off and it is never really spoken of again. Kanzo killed your master. Oh, that sucks. Okay, bye. I guess him killing Kanzo in the end was his way of getting revenge, but you really wouldn't have believed it. I feel like there are a lot of missed opportunities with this character, which is a shame because he is nothing more than Mr. Perfect, as no one can touch him. Nothing bothers him emotionally, and he always seems to be there when the plot conveniently needed him to be there. The rest of the characters are pretty one-dimensional, although the little twist with Saikichi was a tad clever, at least until the shop owner told us Tohachi's backstory. Afterwards though, it was pretty obvious this was the direction they were going. The effects were pretty good, as the ghosts phasing in and out of reality was done seamlessly. The scenes with the flying heads was really enjoyable, which was probably the extent of any sort of wire work, and it was executed with precise practicality. I didn't notice any strings attached to them. Tokusatsu composer Michiaki Watanabe helmed the score for this film. There isn't anything that will stick in your head after you turn the movie off, but his work does fit the scenes perfectly. Overall, despite not having the most deep and intricate plot, Along with Ghost was a pretty enjoyable ride. Plus, at 80 minutes, you know there is no room for filler. Yeah, I do wish that the yokai had had a bigger role, but that aside, this is definitely worth giving it a try. You can't do wrong. And I will say, as the final Kaiju movie for 2016, it was enjoyable, and I am glad I watched it. Now, with that said, I am bringing 2016 to a close. Until next year, bye!
ダメや
You're mine now.